On the world news tonight from Baba Magide Imo Television, first the headlines. 22 justices nominated for elevation to Supreme Court. Atiku Kwankwaso Obi should form solid opposition against Tinubu, Bode George. Kogi PDP candidate Dino Melaye, angry, seeks refund after sharing out 250,000 naira per polling unit for votes buying. Nigerian troops arrest ISWAP informant in Borno. And on sports, we will face Eagles with winning mindset, Lesotho head coach, even though the match is ongoing or possibly they're almost finishing. I am Morire Rebila Lawal, the news in detail. The National Judicial Council has received a list of 22 justices of the Court of Appeal nominated by the Federal Judicial Service Commission for elevation to the Supreme Court. The names of the nominees who hailed from various regions in the country were revealed in the FJSC document obtained by journalists on Thursday. The North Central region has 6 nominees, while the Southwest and South-South regions have 2 nominees each. The Southeast region also has 6 nominees, and the Northeast has 2 nominees. The development is coming after the retirement of Justice Amina Ogwe, who left Supreme Court with only 11 serving justices. Justice Amina had retired from the bench, having reached the mandatory retirement age of 70, and further decreased the number of justices at the Apex Court to 11. Below is the list of the nominated justices revealed. Number 1 on the list, Honorable Justice Uwa Abi State, Honorable Justice Obande Ogbuina Ebonyi State, Honorable Justice Teresa Oji Abadua, Enugu State, Imo, Honorable Justice Anthony Ogaku, Enugu State, Honorable Justice Chioma Onwosu Iyeme, Imo State. And from South-South, we have Honorable Justice Mo Adume, Bayelsa State, Honorable Justice Bill Belly, Georgeville, River State. From Southwest, we have Honorable Justice Adewale Abiru, Lagos State, Honorable Justice Olubomi Oyewole, Osun State, Honorable Jumai Sankei, Plateau State, Honorable Justice Mohammed Ibrahim Serajo, Plateau State, Honorable Justice Stephen Ada, Kogi, Honorable Justice Ridwan Meiwada, Abdullahi, Nasarawa State, Honorable Justice Baba Idris, Niger State, Honorable Justice Joseph Ikwe from Benue State. From Northeast, we have Honorable Justice Aruna Simons Amani, Bauchi State, Honorable Justice Abubakar Teba, Adamawa State, and from Northwest, Honorable Justice Mohammed Lawal Shuhaibu, Jigawa State, Honorable Justice Bello Aliyu Zamfara State, Honorable Justice Abubakar Siddiq Umar, Kebbi State, and lastly, Honorable Justice Abdullahi Mahmoud Bayero, Kano State. The 3 opposition presidential candidates in the 2023 general elections have been charged by a former deputy national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Bode George, to come together to form a strong opposition against the All Progressive Congress (APC). George, during an interview, said Atiku Abubakar of the PDP, Rabi Musa Kwankwaso of the New Nigeria People's Party, and Peter Obi of the Labour Party need to form a stronger force against Bola Tinubu. He said, "We as the opposition must go back and recognize ourselves. Let us get back to the constitution of the party. Everybody should bury the hatchet and tell ourselves the truth about power and reconfigure the party. Where was Atiku from PDP? What about Kwankwaso PDP? And what about Obi PDP? It's time to come back and let us revisit the constitution as written by the founding fathers. We deviated from it and became a divided house. And a divided house will always be a defeated one. We should forget about personal ambition and let us be together at the base. What did we do that was not right on all sides? Let's restart the way it started and reorganize and avoid these mistakes in the future. Forming a major party against Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC will surely bring results," said Bode George. The candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the November 11, 2023 governorship election in Kogi State, Dino Melaye, is currently infuriated and has asked some party members in the state for a refund after he shared over 250,000 naira per polling unit in the last Saturday's election, according to a breakdown seen. Information confirmed that the breakdown of the PDP election expenses in the state showed that 87 million naira was budgeted for voters' mobilization, a subtle name for vote buying, while 10,000 naira and 5,000 naira were also voted for each polling officer and assistant polling officer respectively in the election. Information and top sources on Thursday said that Melaye's anger was partly because he claimed he was defrauded by the PDP local government chairman, his campaign director general, among others, who failed to deliver the election for him. Senator Dino Milani released 250,000 naira per polling unit for vote buying, and he was defrauded by the local government chairman of PDP, his campaign DG, and others. The money was shared for 14 people who gathered in Iyale at Honorable Tom Zekeri House, one of the authoritative sources said. Moving on to the next story. The troops of Section 3 Operation Adering Kai and Multinational Joint Task Force have arrested a suspected terrorist informant, Adi Ajala, 45-year-old in Monguno local government area. It was gathered that the suspect was arrested by the troops 242 Battalion in conjunction with intelligence operative at Charamari area of the town on November 14, 2023. Zagazola reports that he was arrested in connection with a threat letter purported to be from ISWAP terrorists on their plan to attack Munguno town on November 17, 2023. The letter signed by one Amir Alat Mohammed reads, "People of Munguno should be prepared. We ISWAP are coming to attack you on Wednesday." Zagazola understands that the purported letter had caused panic among residents of Munguno town, even as it was later discovered that it was purported by the ISWAP element to cause panic. A competent military source who dispelled the apprehensions said the military were ever ready to deal with any threat. They have tried before and failed woefully. Let them try it. Munguno is their burial ground. They themselves know it, said the source. Moving on to the next story. The Ekiti State Police Command has arrested the controversial Fund House of Christ High Commission Church, Araromi Ubesi in Omoik-Oke, Ekiti State, Noah Abraham, for the alleged kidnapping of over 9 persons, including minors, and impregnating the wife of his choir coordinator. Abraham was arrested by the police in collaboration with the National Agency for Prohibition of Tracking in Persons, NAPTIP. The controversial pastor was arrested on the 27th of April 2022 in Omoikiti after he converged over 40 persons in the camp and collected a sum of 310,000 naira from each of them as a ticket fee to heaven, but was granted bail at the magistrate court. The medium gathered that some of the hostages were children of his members whom he had hypnotized, brainwashed, and set against their parents. The medium also learned that some parents of the children who were kept hostage, church members, and even the legal wife of Pastor Abraham had staged a protest to the Ekiti State Police Command, urging the government and appropriate authorities to arrest and assist them in getting their children, wife, and relative out of the captivity of the pastor. According to them, Pastor Abraham forced the children to withdraw from school while a 27-year-old man who was already working in an unnamed company where he was given an official vehicle was asked to resign and kept in the camp without a specific mission. The choir coordinator of the church, Mr. Dari Iku Enayo, while speaking with newsmen, confirmed that the pastor snatched and impregnated the mother of his 3 children. But suddenly, I noticed that my wife was not even willing to see or talk to me. While I was trying to raise eyebrows, the pastor announced in the church that he had taken my wife and no one could take her from him. Territorial police in Metiana have arrested 2 suspects in connection with a murder case that happened in Kitabuja LC Sekwan Town Council Metiana District. Rachel Kawala, the Wamala Region PRO, identified the suspect as Mwonge Joseph alias Kinsey, 25-old, and Lingwan Simon. Tax of the team on 15th November 2023 arrested Joseph alias Kinsey, husband to the deceased, in a shrine belonging to Salong Long and Simon after a tip-off by a resident, said Kwalas. The shrine is located at Kawala Village, Kagele Parish, Town Council, Metiana District. Also, the witch doctor Luan Simon, 56-year-old, has been arrested and 2 are currently held Metiana CPS. On the 7th of November 2023, at approximately 3 p.m., the police were informed of the discovery of the deceased Nakamate Jessica, a 19-year-old female resident of the same location, in an advanced state of decomposition within rental properties owned by Nankuros in the city. The council magistrates district the condition of the body strongly suggested that the murder occurred roughly 2 weeks prior that the body had been left within the house. Preliminary findings indicated a potential connection between the victim's tragic murder and domestic violence, with suspicion falling on her husband, Mwonge Joseph Kinsey. This was further compounded by the fact that certain body parts, including some of the body parts, were found missing. File will be submitted to the office of DPP for further guardians and possible sanctioning and investigation towards prosecution. You are watching the world news from Baba Gbagede Imo Television. More to come. A commercial driver identified as Taiwo Adebola, who reportedly collapsed while driving along the Ekpe Road in Lagos State, has died in the hospital. Information gathered that the Lagos-bound driver was driving on Opel Zafira wagon and registration number KJA 584HU when he was reported to have slumped while steering the wheel on Friday. Information also learned that the chairman of the Road Transport Association of Nigeria, Fiery Branch, Omotayo Adekoya, rushed to the scene and promptly took the driver to General Hospital in Ijebu-Ode for treatment. However, the Ogun State Police Command said Adebola was later confirmed dead moments later. The state's police public relations officer, Omolola Odutola, who confirmed the incident, said that there was neither a violent mark on the deceased victim nor any suspicion of foul play after he was inspected by the officers of the Ilese Police Division. Moving on to the foreign story as regards the presidential election going on in Liberia. Vote counting was underway in Liberia yesterday, the day after the presidential runoff between football legend George Weah and ex-Vice President Joseph Boakai, with the challenger taking a narrow early lead. The balloting passed peacefully on Tuesday with more than 2.4 million voters called to choose between incumbent Wade 57, who is seeking a second time, and 78-year-old Boakai. Observers expect the result to be tight after the two candidates came roughly neck and neck in the first round vote last month, with results counted from 1,315 of the 5,890 polling stations across the country. Boakai was ahead with 50.7% of the vote. Davideta Brown Lansana, chairwoman of the Electoral Commission, told reporters on ground. She did not specify what proportion of the total number of voters these polling states represented. They counted for just over 386,000 votes. In the first round vote held last month, Weah led his old rival by just 7,126 votes nationally. And going on to the last story for today is the sport news. Head coach of Lesotho, Leslie Notse, is optimistic that his team can absorb the pressure of the Super Eagles and their fans in their 2026 World Cup qualifiers against them in Uyo ongoing. Nigeria hosts Lesotho in the fourth game of qualifiers at the Godwin Akpabio Stadium, with the Super Eagles, who missed the last edition of the FIFA World Cup, declared favourite to win the encounter. The 59-year-old is aware of the three-time African champions' progress, but he hopes to see something positive from his team. Our expectation is to have a tough match, and we are taking this opportunity as a young football nation to get the exposure experience. We have young and talented players who are eager to learn and grow, so we are here to honor the fixture with a competitive mindset. The match is ongoing, or possibly be at the end point. Wishing them a victorious outing. That's the Super Eagles against Lesotho national football team. With our sports story, we've come to the end of today's world news. Before we go, some headlines. 22 justices nominated for elevation to Supreme Court. Atiku Kwankwaso Obi should form solid opposition against Tinubu, Bode George. Kogi PDP candidate Dino Melaye angry seeks reform after sharing out 250,000 naira per polling unit for vote buying in the last Saturday's governorship election in Kogi. Nigerian troops arrest ISWAP informant in Borno. And on sport, we brought to you, we will face Eagles with winning mindset. Lesotho head coach. Thank you for watching. For updates of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is Baba Gbagede Imo Television. Can you subscribe and click on the notification bell, select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Gbagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For advert placement of goods and services, coverage of events and function, please add the phone number streaming on your screen. Thank you for watching. I am Moriwe Regular Lower. God bless Nigeria.